Hi guys, Janis here from Tarot Reading London with my video update for August 2021. And we are having a very varied weather experience, aren't we? Lots of extremes. We've had extreme heat waves, we've had torrential rain, and there is nothing polite about our weather this last month of July. And that's quite interesting because it's almost like it's paving the way for August. Now, as always, I've asked 4 questions to help guide us through the month so that we can get an idea of what to embrace, what to avoid, and what will help us navigate the month most successfully. And it would seem that the defining energy for August is going to be the Knight of Swords, which chimes very well with this extreme weather we're having, because the Knight of Swords takes no prisoners. It's a massively powerful energy. There's a lot of aggression and extreme about the Knight of Swords. Now, that might mean that across the month we experience some aggression out there in our communication and our dealings with each other. It might be that you experience some ego clashes and some crosswords maybe as people get impatient and very insistent. The Knight of Swords can be a bit of a bull in a china shop, because even though there's this big desire, this big surge to just move forward, it is a bit of a blunt object. Seize the day is the energy that really sort of this card wants to embrace. So there is this desire to move quickly, to just do it, to just go. And I think, pent up desire is a phrase that's been used a lot, but it really does sit well with this card. Just desire to make things happen, to be fearless, to be unafraid. There's no caution with the Knight of Swords at all. And if we look at the card, we'll see that he's sort of rushing forward on his horse with his visor up. Now, it's interesting, isn't it, that a lot of us, we've been told we don't need to wear masks anymore. Quite an interesting little parallel with this card. The knight that has no visor, and he's fearlessly traveling forward. So it is a card of huge energy. That's going to be the desire for this month. That's going to define this month. And it doesn't make a comment as to whether it's good or bad. It just is the energy that will define the month. An impatience, a determination to move forward. No dissenting voices being listened to, just literally just going for it. So and grabbing the moment, because, in case things change, it's like, do it now. That's the energy that's going to be the defining energy for this coming month. So I asked what our challenge will be in the next month, and I got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, that came up in the reading last month as well, interestingly enough. And the Ace of Pentacles in tarot is the desire for it, or the opportunity for a new experience that enriches our lives in somehow. Now, that can mean jobs, it can mean relationships, it can mean all sorts of things, but it's something new, something that takes us out of where we are now and moves us on, a place to build from. So it's a really nice card, but it's not a quick fix. It's a seed. In tarot, aces are always seeds, and the Ace of Pentacles is a particularly slow growing seed. So I think that's what's going to challenge us this month. We're all looking for this new experience, aren't we? We're all looking for things to change, to create something new, to make something new happen. We've been caught in this sort of energy for so long that the Knight of Swords is just go for it. But what we really want is this new sustainable experience. And those two cards are, to a certain extent, in opposition. Now, not necessarily because We do want to move forward. We do want to create new things, but the Ace of Pentacles is a bit slow for the temperature of the month. So we're going to be tempted to rush. We're going to be tempted to charge in and just try and do everything too quickly. So I asked next what we should stay away from in the next month. What would not serve us? And I got the Seven of Pentacles. Now, interesting, still along the same theme of speed, except the Seven of Pentacles comes to a bit of a grinding halt. The Seven of Pentacles is where we stop completely and just see what's happening. It can be a call to look at what you're investing, look at what you're, just be very careful, very cautious. And it's asking us not to be overly cautious this month, not to just stop. And I think that's quite interesting because in a way, there is this energy to move really, really fast. So it's telling us to keep moving, keep getting things done. To a certain extent, yes, seize the day. But it's also a call to make sure, again, that we do things properly. Because while we shouldn't procrastinate and we shouldn't stall and we shouldn't just wait and see and wait nervously in the background, we also do need to make sure that what we do now comes to fruition later in a positive way. This card is all about you will sow, you will reap what you sow. So it's asking us to, yes, take action. It is a month for taking action, but make sure you take the right action and in the right way. The Knight of Swords maybe is a bit of a temptation to just go a bit overboard and to too much haste and not enough planning. There's no planning in the Knight of Swords. So it's asking us to make sure what we invest in this month and what we do this month has proper brings to fruition what we want to happen in the right way and in a sustainable way. Garbled I am. So that's all quite encouraging. I think it really does look as though things are moving in the right direction, and actually we have cause to be optimistic that hopefully if we all do the right stuff, everything will continue to move in the right direction. Now, I asked how we would see the month in retrospect, which is always a good indicator, isn't it? And we got the Sun. So we will enjoy ourselves in August, guys. August looks to be actually a month where we experience some pleasure, where we do relax. We relax, it's warm, it's energetic. Again, with that Knight of Swords energy, there's a lot of energy out there. And it's actually, on the whole, quite positive. So it looks like we will look back in the month and we'll be able to see it as quite a positive experience. That, we will, maybe there are breaks, maybe there are holidays. That's quite a literal translation, but really what it is that we feel more relaxed, we feel more energetic, we feel like we can actually make a difference. The Sun is a lovely card, a lovely empowering card, and it also tells us that everything will become clear in August. We'll be able to see clearly. So as we come out of August, we're going to have a much better idea, a much clearer idea of what we're moving into next. So actually quite a positive reading for this month. I'm very happy to deliver that. The readings do seem to be getting more and more positive. So while a little bit of a call for caution, just tiny bit to make sure we do things properly, still nevertheless, we have a green light to make what we want to happen, take action. We can seize the day and we can put our energy into making any plans we have, anything that we want to get it done this month. It's a good month for it. The energy's there. Make the most of it. So I'm happy about that, and I'm looking forward to August as a result, and I hope you are too. And so I'll leave it there, and I'll see you next month, and it'll be interesting to see where we are next month. It looks like things are going okay, so I'm optimistic. In the meantime, I'm always here for a reading if you need me, but I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.